Hi, this is Lee Garrett and welcome to another weekly tip video. Now, Bezel is a wonderful application for viewing your iPad and iPhone on your Mac. And we first covered it earlier this year in show 1328, when that was pretty much the limits of what it could do. However, that was enough to make it a key weapon here at Screencasts Online for a variety of uses. Now it's evolved and version 2 has brought some great updates. Now we can record the screens, we can capture screenshots, and we can save them to other locations with a variety of backgrounds. We can also capture Apple TV, and there's even a Vision Pro app to allow you to view your iPhone from Vision OS, something which is extremely useful for developers. And I'll show you all of this in this tip video. So let's get to it. Okay, I've connected to my iPhone already, as you can see, and I'm not going to run through what was covered in the first video. So if you haven't seen Bezel, I'd urge you to go back and look at Don's video there, and you should be able to see it in the show description below. I've got a Finder window open on the left as well. The reason for that will become clear soon. So let's first look at recording the screen. So if I come up to the Bezel application bar here that appears when you hover, there's a new button for recording. So I'll click and the recording starts. Let me just do a couple of things here on the iPhone. Now, I'm physically doing this on the iPhone itself, not through the Mac, of course, because it's not interactive like the iPhone mirroring feature in Sequoia. Now I'll stop. And down here, we have a preview of the file as it's saving. It's got a nice background to it there, and I'll show you how to set that soon. And over here in Finder, in our Downloads folder, we have the file saved as a recording. I'll double click on it to open. Just reduce the size a little bit here. And if I press play, you can see it playing in line there. It's replaying my steps nicely. I'm not going to play it all. So let's remove this. And then to remove the preview of the video file, just hover over and click on the cross here in the top left. Let's start another recording. So I'll just open, say, Good Links on here. And then come out and view my tags there. Nothing else. I'm just going to stop the recording. And the preview appears, and it's also saved like it did last time. However, this preview is great because if you want to drag and drop this somewhere else, like directly into a document perhaps, or attached to an email, or just put it into another location within Finder, you can drag and drop it into place. So we can see it's here in my desktop as well as in the default save location. Now, how can we configure where these recordings are saved and whether they've got backgrounds or not? Well, if I make sure that Bezel is active here, I'll use the universal shortcut of Command and Comma to come into Preferences. Just close this window here. We don't need it right now. And here is where you determine the save location for any captures that you have. Just click the drop down to change. And you can also check this toggle to auto-save them or not. Now, I keep this on, as you can see, but you can elect to manually drag and drop the preview files into locations if you wish, if space is an issue and you don't need to retain the captures that you make. Now, for different backgrounds that are down here, if I click, you can see a preview here in this transparency section. This one is by Raycast, as is this. This white and blue smoke one is nice. And you can click the plus button here to use your own custom background if you wish. You can just have solid colors as well. So the default ones are along here. Then you can click plus and the color palette picker appears where you can choose a color. And again, as that's selected, it appears as a preview in the transparency section there. So what is this section about? Well, essentially, transparency is where you determine if there is a background or not. So the left option is yes, then select the right to remove the background. Now, whichever one of these is chosen, you can press the Shift key when you're capturing to temporarily flip back to the other option. You may have it always at transparent, for example, but occasionally want a background or vice versa. In that case, just press Shift when you're capturing. In fact, let's see how that works. I'm going to select a background, then just move this across. I'll come here and click Record. I just want a couple of seconds here just to show the preview down there. And you can see the background is there.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. all of our members get access to brand new up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.